Come back to my channel, Rewind That. It's your girl, Miss K. If this is your first time coming across my channel, welcome. Please be sure to subscribe if you like the vibe. Hit that notification bell so you know when we upload more videos like this one or when I upload more videos like this one. Today we're talking about P-Valley Season 2, episode number 7. It's called Jackson. Let's get my ladies up in here. Moochie, if you're ready.
Hey,
My girl, Pretty Girl.
hey
And my
everyone.
girl, Nita. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be the only chick on camera today, but it's okay, honey.
Only 15 minutes, girl. 15 minutes.
Okay, Samara, hey. Okay, no problem. Samara, hey, girl. Karen Jones, Greta, Kim Cunningham. Hi, haven't seen you here in a while. And Noelle Daniels, hello. Michelle Wadler. Let's see who else. Daria, hey, girl. All right, y'all. So, are you there, Moochie? Because we about to start. We about to
Yeah,
get right
I
into
left
it.
you something in the chat too.
Okay, we about to get right into it. Let me see what's going on here. Oh, I don't see anything yet. So can you want to start off, Moochie, and let me know uh how you felt about the episode?
Oh, it's
Just
still
tell
a up
me.
in the air for Miss Ernestine for me.
Yeah, me too.
I think she's gonna pull through. I want her to pull through. I could have did without the sex scene.
Mm, tell me
Let's
about.
what else? Other than that, I thought it was a pretty good episode. We really saw them ash out their feelings
Mm-hmm.
between between
Murder and
Murder and Uncle Clifford. So,
yeah.
I like the way that was going down.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I like how Hailey basically is trying to put Keyshawn onto game, but will she
Mm-hmm.
listen? We don't know.
Right. Definitely gonna have to
I
talk
just
about that. So just
I'll leave it at that.
overall, yeah. Pretty girl, go ahead with your overall.
It was an okay episode. It was probably my least favorite out
Mm.
of the season, which is not
Mm-hmm.
bad. I mean, it's episode 7, so
Right.
I'm not hurting. I do feel like it was kind of like one of those. I want to say filler episode, but it kind of is progressing the story. But I
Yeah.
think they're going to gut punch us in the next few, so
Mm.
I'm okay with this one being calm.
I already felt it when you said that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, Nita, what about you, girl?
I really, really enjoyed the episode. Yes, it didn't live up to, the last couple of episodes because they were so poignant and so, just, pulling on the heartstrings or whatever.
Yes.
But I definitely love the episode. I think that they still are speaking to some very important cultural scenarios with the whole I don't want to say the A word,
Right,
whatever,
right, right.
reproductive health and all that stuff. So I still thought it had a good message. I didn't really think it was filler because I think we got into some things. I think the story progressed, and
Yeah.
I really like this episode because it kind of gave Haley a little bit of something else, so people don't really, I mean, kind of feel where she's coming from, but just it paints her in a different type of light. So
Mm. Yeah,
I
they
love that it
tried.
gave her another layer. So
Yeah. I mean, it's like they hinted at that layer before. It just didn't do enough for me. I've already pre-recorded my recap. I didn't get a chance to edit it yet, but I did say on the recap that the way she handled the situation with Keyshawn was one of the reasons why I liked her in the first season. You know what I'm saying? But it's like all of a sudden now she's this cold-hearted witch, and I just don't like it. Like, I'm gonna get into my least favorites when we get there. So I don't feel like it was enough because she's still cold in my opinion. Hey Kenna, what's up? Yeah, he says right, she's not a complete piece of whatever. So hey, let's see what happens. Did I hear Autumn say Miss Ernestine died? No, she didn't say that. She just said what happened to your grandmother. Salute to all beauty in the building. Hey, hey, Donice. I hope I'm saying your name right. Hey, Vic. Hey, JTV. See, I almost had it. It almost came flowing. Art Love. Did I say hi? Hey, Art Love. and Matthew Wilson. Okay. Moochie, go ahead and tell us your least favorite moment.
My least favorite moment in this episode, I just don't like Tarika's attitude.
Hmm.
I, it's like you made a mistake, and I know you got some resentment towards your mother, but you overheard the whole conversation and how everything went down, and she's trying to rectify it. That's how I see it. And it's like you made mistakes too. Look at what you're doing, you know. So I mean, that's the only thing with that's my least favorite scene.
Yeah, I agree. You on mute, Miss K.
Sorry,
You
thank
want
you, thank you. I didn't like anything with her, honestly, on there, and I liked the popping of the mouth. I liked it.
Yes.
I almost thought it was a punch. I was like, "Oh, did she just punch her in her mouth?" But it's like, no, it was a backhand. I had to rewind it like 2 times. Hence the name of the channel. Rewind that with Miss K. Now, um, yes, honey, she was being very disrespectful. I kind of feel like this episode showed us how she would act if she was with Mercedes. She curses in front of her. Like, she really treats her like somebody that did. You know how some kids act around a parent that didn't raise them? She's talking about she want to live with her so bad, but it's like, why do you want to live with her? Do you want to live with her because you think that she's going to treat you like you're her little sister? You know what I'm saying? Because at first it seems like, oh, why didn't you ever want me? This, and that, and the third. But when you see how she acts in front of her, and when she asks, like, can I drive? And Tarika was, I mean, Mercedes was like, no, you can't drive. She almost looked shocked, like, what? I can't drive? Like, Sadie's won't let me drive?
Yeah, like a big sister. She thinking.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's almost like, to me, I feel like that's what this episode showed us, is that she really just want to live with Sadie. Not saying she don't love her, but she want to live with Sadie's because she feel like, you know, this is going to be a treat for her. She going to get by quick.
You can get away.
Let me get our next guest in here, folks. Key Dumpy. Hey, Bella. I'm so sorry. I don't know how long you was, because I didn't see you from the bottom when like a bunch of people get in here.
I know. I had somebody waiting for like 5-10 minutes before.
How long were you there?
That's good.
How long was you there, Brillo?
Oh, I was there for like only a minute because I know to send a message.
Okay. Sorry about that. Okay, so this is our king among men, folks. Brillsy Brills, you know. And he is joining us today. Ronald Cameron, hey, how are you? He says, at Miss K, you liked it when Monet checked Diana too. Mercedes had to give her an act right. Exactly. You know I do. And I said something too. I said that, you know, in my I addressed that in my recap too. I said, you know, some of y'all are anti-poppers, but I'm not. So I was here for it, of course. Pop, watch your mouth. What you thought about the episode, Willow?
It had parts that I liked. I mean, but overall, I say it was like, you know, a lot of good C or something. Had parts I hated, parts I liked.
Yeah.
I mean, I still think it was some good writing being done.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
Not a lot of plot holes, so I can respect it.
Yeah. Pretty girl, how about you? Your least favorite?
Oh my God. Oh, trifling mother of the year, Patrice, wailing on Mercedes.
Oh
in
my
the
God.
restaurant.
Yeah, she took the condom and then mad because she got pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I didn't
I'm
get a
bailing
chance.
you out. And how about you're taking me somewhere where we don't have no money to cover it. Like, we don't have options to get oodles and noodles, and you know, you can have a struggle meal at the house, but you want to take me out to a restaurant that you can't afford, and then you trying to pimp me out, and then you find out I'm having sex, and then you whoop
Yeah,
my
that's
behind.
what I couldn't understand. Like, what was she supposed to do with this dude?
That's the scratch in my head moment right there, y'all.
Yeah.
For real. Because
It just
it's
shows
like
you how trifling our mother was.
Like you said,
your mic is just like weird, Moochie.
it seemed like she was pimping her off, but then why would she be mad she had condoms? You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Like,
She
that
was
didn't make sense.
She was telling her to get ready to go and do what she normally do. I mean, look, did y'all peep how she was dressed? I'm talking about Patrice. She had a very, very short skirt on. Why don't you go over there and do something? Huh? Somebody was trying to say something. It sounds like you're breaking up. Okay. All right. Did you finish saying what you had to say, pretty girl?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, she was beating the crap out of her. And then we remember when they had a fight and it was Mercedes' turn.
Yes, I'm all for that.
Not advocating for you to beat up your mama, but I'm just saying.
Hey, your mama is like Patrice, man. You
Right.
do what you gotta do.
Right.
And I just wanted to say one thing, Miss Kate. I agree with you in terms of Tarika in a sense, but I also feel like she's acting out because Mercedes wasn't really completely in her life as she wanted her to. So
Yeah.
I think it's
Yeah.
like a rebellion thing as well.
Yeah, I definitely think it's like a mixture too. Like
Yeah.
I do believe she wants to be around her mom. She loves her mom and stuff. Yeah, I could see that as well. And we also get to see we get to hear because Mercedes, when Mercedes had a little thing where she said what she had to say to Shell, and Terica overheard it. That Cortez made Shell promise not to give the baby back or anything like that, but Sadie's was a deadbeat a little bit as well. Like we got to hear that. So, what's her name? Tarika said, what about the time when you didn't show up to my birthday party? Like, what about all the times you didn't come for visitation? So she was a little trashy for a little while. And she kind of, and I'm glad that they put that out there because it kind of made me feel like, why you still trying to come at Sadie's? And this is how I'm looking at Terica. Why are you still trying to come at Sadie's when you just heard the conversation between Shell and Sadie's?
Right.
But now we got a little more of the story. It's not just from the situation that happened at birth. Throughout my life, you wasn't even showing up to stuff.
Right.
So yeah. Nita, what's your least favorite?
Yeah, I agree with everybody. It's basically Patrice and Mercedes, that flashback, and then also too, a lot of times when people, Terica was very problematic for me because while Mercedes is sitting up there trying to break the cycle and she was trying to be a different person, I felt like she kept looking at herself and like trying to reflect. I felt like she was trying to do right by Terica, but of course Terica is like she's acting out, she's doing these things and stuff like that. And it just speaks to like you as a parent trying to do your very, very best and the child still don't give you no act right. So a lot of times like the anti-poppers, we're sitting up there trying to not pop these damn kids, but I'm telling you, they be giving you the goddamn blues.
Yes.
I'm
and
telling
you and you heard what when after she got popped, you heard what Terica said, right? She said, "I'm never gonna hit my
never
baby."
gonna do it, girl.
And
That's what I said.
exactly that's what I said too. You always say what you're not gonna do until you're behind getting the situation.
Exactly. Exactly.
Oh gosh. Okay, so Brillo, least favorite, please.
Least favorite what? Scene?
Yes,
Or
moment,
talk about
scene.
this? I'll just go with this one. I'm not gonna go with the cliche joint.
No, go ahead. Switch it up.
Well, of course, I mean, I'm gonna go with. I'm just gonna talk about Mercedes. Uh, yeah, she was basically trash, like you were saying, because Tarika even mentioned that. You know what I'm saying? She never Mercedes never had to prove nothing to her. She could have just been around. She didn't care that, you know what I'm saying, what was going on with her being a dancer or whatever. She could have just been around more, been more of a part of her life instead of trying to, you know what I'm saying, make excuses. Like I'm a dancer or nobody's gonna let me have custody. She could have been there for her more. As far as the smack, she deserved that. I mean, it was a little light smack anyway. It wasn't nothing.
Right. It
Yeah,
wasn't
she ain't break no skin or nothing.
right.
She wasn't bleeding or nothing. That was just a reaction.
Right.
She probably was used to Shell. Shell probably do timeout. That's why.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Right.
Wait, what you say? Shell probably what?
Do time out.
Yeah,
Oh
you know,
yeah.
Shell, you know, those, that type of
Yeah, I'm
person.
Yeah.
They try to find alternatives. So she's probably used to growing up doing the timeout method, but
Right.
Mercedes ain't about that life.
No, 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 no. Yes, vacay. Thank you. He said, don't forget to hit the subscribe, like, and share. Thank you. One love. So, what's next? Okay, so now we're gonna go back. We're gonna start from the bottom to the top. We're gonna go to Nita for your. Should we do scratching my head before we do best? If
Okay.
you have. Okay, so give us your scratching my head moment.
Yeah, my scratching my head moment was that flashback of Patrice and how she was. I was totally confused. I didn't really get what was actually happening because she was like, "You want to go over there and do what you do," and I
Mm-hmm.
was like, "Well, what the fuck does that mean?" I was totally confused. And then when she said she gonna pay for the meal, she got money. She looked for a condom. She beating her ass because of the condom. But I'm thinking a condom is protection. You're protecting yourself. You're preventing yourself to get diseases, to have a baby, all of that stuff. I felt like the messaging was wrong, and I feel like a lot of times that is what happens in the Black community, that the messaging is wrong. So it definitely was like scratching my head with that moment because I was like, "Girl, what do you want her to do exactly? Do what you do? What?"
Yeah,
I was totally confused and I was disgusted at the
right.
same time.
Yeah, that was definitely a scratch in my head moment. I was like, how? Somebody did make a point. I missed it. I forgot who said it. Um, someone said that maybe it was that she didn't want her to have sex, but she wanted to use her mouth and hands. Oh, it was
Oof,
Canna. Okay. Canna
yikes.
said maybe Patrice wanted her to do hands stuff, maybe a little mouth, Oh gosh. And and then she gonna say, I'm not gonna have you be no hoe. But that's exactly what you just was
The message.
doing.
Yes.
You
Yeah.
was just pimping her. I don't so it's just like, wow.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so this is Art Love's scratching my head moment. I loved how, I love how the people in the chat get involved in their scratch in this, the whole best moments, scratching my head, all that. I love it. So Art Love said, scratching my head moment, how a blind lady gets to the water with no cane.
Right, Art Love.
She sure did get to that water. And I ain't gonna lie, guys. This moment right here, when she just kind of like went like that, I thought she was done.
Me too.
I was like, oh no.
Me too.
Miss Ernestine. She almost had me in tears this episode. I feel like when we saw her singing and all that, I said, oh, this Miss Ernestine's last episode probably.
Yeah.
Because she started seeing dead people. You know what they say? When people are about to die, they start to see their dead family members and things like that. She got her daughter talking about, come on, mama, come on. It's time to get some rest and have a drink and relax and all this. She said, not yet, baby. But then all of a sudden, when she wants to go to the river, right? That's the river, the Mississippi River.
Mm-hmm.
So when she wants to go to the river, she's saying, it's time, I gotta go. But I want to know, why did she say not yet? Because I was thinking that maybe she's trying to hold on to make sure everything is set and straight for Clifford. But now, I guess this wasn't going to be my scratching my head moment, but I guess it is now.
Yeah.
So I was just a little confused.
Right. How the hell did she get out that house that damn fast? You
Yeah.
heard the door open and she is gone without a
She
trace.
was gone. Like, what the heck?
He didn't want to go because she wanted a second plate of Murder's food.
I guess so. Not yet. I need to give me some good food. Oh my gosh, I love her. I love the fact that she was singing. I love her voice because it's so unique and stuff. But then another scratch in my head moment for me was that she was singing. I thought that song was either from the late 80s or the 90s, and you see all these people look like they're dancing and they're from the 70s. Was that song remade? Because when I first heard it, Knock on your door, tap on your window pane.
That's
I
the
thought that
song
was
was
from the
made in the
80s and the
70s.
90s. Huh?
The song was made in the 70s.
So that was a remake from the one that I heard growing up?
That's not the same
That's
rendition.
the same one that Aretha Franklin do.
Yeah,
That's
that's what I
was made
remember.
in the 70s.
There
So
was
you come
another
back to
one.
me?
Yeah. So that was okay. So that answers the question, but there was another one that was made.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I think
Okay.
that was trying to also too, that song choice could have been because if it was remade and remade and remade, you remember we were going through the years,
Yeah.
the
That's
decades, and so
right.
maybe that
Right.
was
Yep. Karen Jones said the same thing. They were doing different decades.
yeah, that's
Yep.
what I was.
Yeah.
It was made in 1974, that song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And wasn't she in Dreamgirls, the original
Yeah, she was
Dreamgirls?
the
Yeah.
original
Yeah, she
dream
was the
girl.
original Dream Girl.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
like that.
I
Yep.
love.
So
I love that they
okie
used her
dokie.
like that.
Till you come back to me. I feel like there was another lady that sung that song. I gotta
Mickey Howard in 1989. You all right?
Okay.
right. See, because I'm like, I know growing up, I don't remember Aretha's version. I remember a different one from my era.
Okay. Okay.
So I'm like, okay, she's singing the song, and I said that to my recap that maybe the person that I heard was the remake.
Mm-hmm.
Karen Jones said Mickey Howard too.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Oh,
All right, so
Inga, Miss K, Inga asked the question: how did Uncle Clifford's mother die?
oh yes,
I think we're going to get that in
yeah.
backstory, not in grandmother's. I think we're going to get more of that in his story. So
Yeah. Yep. Yes, Art Love, honey. That was another. They had a few scratch in my head moments up in here.
yes,
Like, how did she get the Rona?
Toy.
Why the heck did you call Toy and,
Right.
and ask how she was doing and then curse her out when you heard that she was coughing? You know
Yes.
exactly how she got the Rona.
Scratching
I
my
don't
head.
even
Yeah.
know how she got it. Yes, you do. Hey, Tamika. Okay, so we're going from bottom to the top, right? Okay, pretty girl.
Yes.
If you're going from bottom to the top, we're supposed to start at you, Brillo, but go ahead, pretty girl.
My favorite
Scratch my
was scratching my head is Tarika's belly size. Like,
Mm.
girl, this is 3 days later. Why you look like 3 months of transition? Like, I don't. The math ain't mathing. You 4 weeks, 14 weeks and 4 days pregnant, but you just had a flat belly on Tuesday. Like, it just, I'm confused.
Yes. That belly was growing rapidly. I was like, what is happening?
I thought she was playing around with like a pillow or a shirt, but I'm like, this is your real belly size?
I could have sworn that she was about to pull the pillow out. Yeah. She got on my nerves. She did. I didn't even do my least favorite, but I don't know. She got on my nerves. I didn't even do my least favorite, guys, but I think everything with her was my least favorite. I'm sorry. Did you finish, pretty girl?
Yeah, singing WAP and whatnot. I won't even sing WAP with my mama, and I'm 38 years old. You over here pregnant, 14 and pregnant, singing WAP. Oh, she should have got smacked.
Right.
That's what she should have smacked her.
That's right. Pop. What you talking about? Oh my goodness.
But that shows her respect for her is kind of limited.
Yeah. Exactly.
She didn't be playing that in the car with her.
Huh? She shouldn't have been playing exactly.
Even be on if you don't want her to sing.
Soon as you heard that song, you be like, nope, we ain't listening to this one. Girl.
Straight.
Let's see who just came in. Hey, Lexi Reeds. Say hey, Miss K and panel. And Queen. Hey. Scratching my head on the whole clinic scene. Yeah, it was a real full-grown baby. Like, it looked like a full baby. I was like, oh my gosh. Now I know they're not going to abort the baby. When I saw the size of the baby, I said, yeah, they keeping this baby, but that didn't happen. So, woo. Oh gosh. So let me get to Moochie, your scratching my head moment.
My scratching my head moment was when we already talked about, pretty girl touched on the stomach.
Yeah.
I just didn't like Miss with Pastor Woodbine in this. It just showed how disgusting she was with the whole thing with the condoms and that.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other scratch in my head moment was when they didn't use condoms.
Mm.
Wait, who? Little Murder, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yup, I didn't like that too.
Yeah, you're gonna say he clean, but you
I
just
thought
had
that was
sex with T.
foolish.
You didn't
Huh?
have an HIV test since you had sex with T. Like I didn't
Right.
understand.
He had sex with Teak, but I guess he figured it was protected.
But here's my
But
thing.
still, yeah.
I was disappointed in Clifford in this moment because I just look at Uncle Clifford, even though he's terrible with money, I just kind of feel like he would be way more responsible than that. And not just be like, "Are you good?" And then he say, "Yeah." Like, no.
Yeah.
And what the heck are you gonna say we don't need that for? Talking about Little Murder. Why would you say you don't need that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm getting tired of? And I don't want anybody to take this the wrong way, but I had to say it.
Oh,
I'm getting tired of how
oh.
they are going so hard to show these sex scenes. And when they
Mm-hmm.
get to the hetero, they don't even be showing them that long, but they go in on these sex scenes
It's
between
it
these
and
men.
why are they giving all these details now all of a
Yes, and
sudden?
they doing all the details and this and that, and it's just like, what for? What are you trying to prove? We understand that they're gay and they have sex and all of that stuff. What are we doing all of this for? And then he talking about fill me up and all that. Like, what? I'm annoyed. I'm sorry. I'm annoyed. And that's not trying to
Good.
be anti nothing. Y'all know I told y'all I don't like seeing sex scenes. So to see this and then they're going like they're taking 3 minutes of my time from an episode, that's going to get on my nerves. You know what I'm saying? I don't like it all. I don't know.
I just don't like the fact that they seem like they're giving an instruction manual for people.
Yeah. Kenna
I,
is
I tried to give them a bit the benefit of the doubt with the first episode, even doing some digging where we found out they're using body doubles and stuff like that. But
yeah.
now it's like, all right, you
Right,
know,
we get it.
we get it. I don't. I feel like this is. I feel like this is how you say propaganda,
Mhm.
where you
Hey,
it just seems like they just it's
yes,
just
yeah.
propaganda for the black community to push us further and further apart as far as
Mhm.
male and female, and I'll
Right.
leave it at that.
Yeah. Kenna, you right. They did go. They was a little, they went in on the big bone and diamond scene as well. I thought that was a bit much too. Yeah, I know a lot of y'all probably don't care, but I just be like, please, I don't want to see all that. And I kind of feel like that was her body. It may not have been, but they both seem like they might be the type of people that's kind of comfortable with that. So I don't know. Inga says Uncle Cliff pulled out the KY jelly. Geez, too much and fill me up. Wow, exactly. Kenna said I have too, right, Moochie? Right. That's what I said before. Remember, I told y'all before with him and Teak, I said it felt like it was a tutorial.
Yeah, that's how I feel. I feel like they're doing that. Like if y'all was curious about it, this is what goes
This is
on.
how, right. This is how it goes.
Now
Yeah.
don't get me wrong. I do watch the male and female scenes,
Mm-hmm.
but this is like a bit too much for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, Murder was
Um.
like, give me 60 on pump 4, fill me up.
Oh, and another thing is I was
Oh,
surprised that
right.
it was Lil Murder's turn because I didn't think he did that, the backdoor situation. But he
Yeah.
sure does. He sure does.
I thought it
So
was showing them being submissive. It kind of seemed like maybe his first time. I
mm,
don't know, but I think it was showing he was being submissive to
Monique
Clifford.
here.
okay, hold on, Monique. So Lexi B says, to be honest, this is everything to do with the executive producer, Patrick Ian Polk. He was instrumental in Noah's Ark. Okay, thank you. Because honestly, I was wondering, because I was like, okay, I know that what's her name? Katori Hall. Is her last name Hall? I forgot.
I believe
Katori, right?
so.
She's
Yeah.
the creator of the show and everything. And I was wondering, I said, okay, well, at first I thought she was a part of the community, right? But then I found out she wasn't. So I said, well, what's the thing here? Like, why is she pushing so hard? And okay, fine, this is what it is. But why are y'all making these scenes so extensive? And yeah, then maybe it does mean that there's somebody that's behind the scenes that is a part of that community, because they definitely love, you know how it was on Empire with Lee Daniels. So
I
and
think
that's
it's
not,
just equal opportunity. That's it.
yeah. And
That's
it's not, no, it's fine. No one's saying that, you don't want equal opportunity. I'm just saying just the team too much is all I'm saying.
mm.
I'm not trying to offend anybody though. But Monique Nicole, here she goes. How are you, my lady? I can't
Hi guys.
get in here.
This was a
All
good
right.
little conversation y'all was having.
I know. I hate, honestly, I try to stay away from these conversations because sometimes,
Yeah, because
people don't,
today's times you can't have an opposing opinion
yeah, you
about
sure
being
can't. You
viewed
gotta
We
be
had
as
a
gotta be for
something
it all.
hateful, which I
they
don't
had a
like
crazy
that.
sex scene on there or something.
Yeah, you ain't see it?
Oh, shit. Once I seen murder laid out, I had to hit this flick. I
What'd you
was
say, Brillo?
What you say, Brillo?
I hit the dash once I seen murder a little later on or whatever.
He was
I
out.
knew what time it was. It's P Valley.
Right,
Once the
right.
thong song came on, I'm like, okay, let's go and make sure I got the remote handy.
Hey,
And,
Modot.
I can put that fast
PGLDC
forward.
Bucha Willa. Okay, so let me see. I think Modot
I
said
do got a
something.
scratch on my head moment though.
Okay, I'm gonna get you. I'm sorry. So, always work and love to see it. Make sure you hit the like button. Yes, thank you so much. Okay, Canna, what are you saying?
Can I add a comment? Oh, sorry.
Every time I see Hailey and Andre sex scene, oh Hailey, sorry, I laugh so hard thinking on your reaction to Dre standing so right. How many daggone times did you go back and watch that, Canna? That's what I want to know. So look, we're gonna let Brillo go ahead. What is the? You wanted to say something about somebody's comment real quick though, because Brillo didn't go for his. Go ahead,
Oh,
Monique. You look pretty, by
go
the
ahead,
way.
bud. Thank you, girl. I
You're
just came back
welcome.
out in these streets, but I just wanted to chime in on what y'all were talking about.
Oh,
Like as far as how it is now with TV and film, we're seeing a lot more gay like sex scenes. I feel like it's more than one thing. One, it could just be like finally this is now becoming acceptable. So it's almost like I feel like some directors and producers like almost feel like, okay, this is our time, so
yeah.
we about to give it to y'all. You know what I mean? I
Right,
don't know if
right.
it's that. I don't know if it's just simply more inclusive. Like again, the first time I noticed it was back a few years ago on like Scandal and How to Get Away with Murder on ABC. Shonda Rhimes. That was when I first started seeing a lot more sex scenes. I was like, okay, this is different, but okay, you know what I mean. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's just the times that we're in right now.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. So,
But it's not to be disrespectful. You know what I mean? I do want us as like a society to come back to a place where it's like it's okay to have an opposing opinion about
Yeah.
right.
stuff without being labeled homophobe and all this other stuff. Because we all are intelligent. You know the difference between an opposing opinion and someone outright being disrespectful and trying to, discriminate against you. You know the difference. So I
Yeah.
feel like we got to
Right.
stop doing that.
Mm-hmm.
A different opinion is different than someone saying hateful speech and discriminating against you. So
Yeah.
we got to cut that. Hopefully one day we can get back to that, but I don't. We'll
Right.
see.
So Dee Dee Williams says it only been 3 gay sex scenes in 7 episodes that are an hour long. How is that too much? There has been more straight sex scenes. Okay.
Hey, they.
It's just a matter.
It's a shock. It's a shock. This is a shock because it's more graphic. You gotta let people work through that and get through that shock. So it's gonna be that. So
Yeah.
Whatever.
So that's the thing.
yeah.
We don't want to offend anyone, Dee Dee, when we say these things. That's why I don't really like to talk about it, honestly, because you really can't not offend people. If you're, like you said, Monique, if you're just not a yay, they ain't
It's
feeling you.
like
They don't want to
But you
hear
but
it.
Nita brought up a
real
good
too.
point. Previously, Nita had mentioned to me that there's this YouTuber that I follow. What's his name? Zoe, I think. Blame something Zoe, whatever. And he's gay. He's a gay black man. And when he did like a reaction video to watching the entire episode, including that scene, he's a gay man.
Yeah.
And his jaw was dropped.
Mm.
it was so shocking for him because again, we're not used to seeing that on display. So I'm just putting that out there for a different perspective. There have been gay people that have watched it and have been like, oh shit, like, okay, they're going there. Like, whoa, okay. You know what I mean? That's just human reaction.
Right.
When you're not used to something, your initial human reaction is to be like, oh, wait, oh, you know what I mean? That's just human nature. It's
Mhm.
not to be hateful or anything like that.
Yeah. And I told y'all I be up in here uncomfortable with the hetero scene. So
Me
I be
too.
uncomfortable. I'll
I
be
told
like,
y'all before.
oh my gosh, what is
Yeah,
happening? But a lot of times
me too.
because I review the shows, Candy, you like all my little words today, huh? Because I review the shows, I kind of don't want to miss anything. Just like I was trying to fast forward that scene with Lil Murda and
Yeah,
Uncle Clifford, but I said, what if they say something? And he
they
did, and
did.
I didn't need to hear what he said. To be honest, it wasn't nothing special, but you never know. Okay. So and also, and let me tell you another reason why I didn't fast forward the Teak and Little Murder scene is because I thought somebody was gonna walk in. So you see, so it's like I gotta watch, and I'm like, oh my gosh, please hurry up. Now, did you do your scratching my head moment? No, right? Most shady. Brillo baby.
Oh, I
Uh,
see. Oh,
nah,
shit.
you so let me touch on this sex scene thing first. So personally, I don't really care for it. Like I'm not gonna pretend like I enjoy watching something that's a bit much for me as a straight man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So two men, that's a bit extreme. And they'll be like, well, what about two women? Hey, it is what it is. It's two. I mean, I can watch that. I'll probably fast forward, like you said. I ain't really here for the sex scenes. I want to see action, things like that. But
Mhm.
don't try to make me feel bad. Just like Monique was saying, it's not like I care. Like I like that relationship between Cliff and
Little
Murder.
Murder.
They got a good vibe.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm not
Right.
tripping on them.
Right.
Honestly, I like to see it. I mean, it was good. It wasn't like I was disgusted by like I'm disgusted by their relationship or something like that.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
They care. Do them. But my scratching my head moment is Murder. He in the wrong profession. He don't need to be a rapper. He need to be a
Right.
chef. Like he whipped that up. How did he whip that up that quick?
Oh no.
Mac and cheese, smothered chops, greens, and cornbread in 5 minutes.
Yams too, and some yams.
Oh, and some yams.
Now,
Like,
listen.
come on, man.
And,
That's like a 2-3 hour joint. Come on now.
and I
Uh-huh.
don't eat pork, but I was like, everything looking great.
How
And
he whipped that up
You
so
know that.
fast,
So
though?
I was
right,
scratching my head. That's what I said.
guys,
How the hell he's a bad boy.
guys, I don't know what's been going on between the Shy and P Valley, but it's like they kind of sharing the writing room a little bit because we not to try to cross shows, but we had this little situation where Keisha done whipped up that food real quick on that episode and was like, are we seriously doing this? Okay, whatever.
Right.
I just left it alone this time. I was like, I'm not gonna go in on Little Murder. He don't went and whooped.
We'll give them a pass. They was acting like the power riders for a minute,
Yeah,
to
I
be
was like,
quite honest, but we'll give them a pass.
yeah, and she over here dreaming and this and that and the third. Like she can't be waiting this long to have this kind of food. This kind of food take a minute to cook.
Right,
Right.
right.
You need to eat.
Inga said, and peach cobbler. I forgot about the
Right.
peach cobbler. You're right.
Peach
He
cobbler in the
crazy, man.
oven.
He need to, man.
Damn.
Man.
He had the peach cobbler in the oven. Oh my gosh,
They better
guys,
lock
I'm
that
not.
down.
I'm not gonna lie, but how many of y'all is ready to cook like on some Thanksgiving stuff after watching this episode?
I'm always ready.
Right.
I'm like seriously thinking about it. Like I was thinking about my schedule and I was looking at her eating
I
this
could
food. I
go for
said,
some dress.
let me see what day I could go and get all of this food because I'm about to cook everything except for the pork. And I'm going in. I know I'm gonna surprise the crap out of my family, but I'm ready to cook all of this. I'm in the mood. I'm sorry. I'm tired of seeing all of this scrumptious food on TV. It's about that time to get it going. Let my family get these collard greens
Make
before
sure you share
Thanksgiving.
a photo.
Huh?
Make sure you share a photo of your finished product.
Oh, yes.
I love food.
I know, right, Matthew? I'm hungry myself. Shoot.
Yeah.
Mm.
So, Miss K, do you
Anyway.
put meat in your greens since you don't eat pork? But like,
No,
you put
I
turkey?
eat meat,
Smoked
but
turkey.
I use smoked turkey neck.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. Okay.
Yeah. Let that sucker simmer down for a little while. I
Yeah.
let the smoked turkey cook for a little while in the water and with the seasoning and stuff, and then I add the collard greens to let that simmer down and everything, and just start whipping it all up. After it cooked down.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot.
I do neck bones. I don't eat pork like that, but for that, I need the flavor.
So you eat plain pork?
I eat like bacon. I don't really eat pork chops or anything, but I put neck bones in my collard greens.
Yeah, me too, girl. They say
Let's stop talking about food. We know we can talk about food.
I know.
Man.
I'm over here eating Chipotle for Sunday dinner, y'all.
It's these shows though. They got us over here like salivating. Like I need the food.
Bro, is that Big L in the comments?
Big L.
Is that you, bro?
Who that? This is
You
Big
can tap
L.
in, man.
All right, so who we got now? We're gonna start with you, Monique. We didn't get your least favorite moment in the episode. Least favorite.
Least favorite. I don't know if I have a least favorite. I mean, okay. Let me try to say this. Like, there was a moment where I was like, okay, when it came to the Mercedes and Tarika situation, I was like, okay, all this back and forth, I'm sick of it. What are you gonna do? And it was like at one moment, because there was a lot of back and forth, which I understand. That's real life. That's not an easy decision to make. So I get it. It was realistic. But you know how family bickers, you're just like, okay, shit, I don't want to hear that no more.
Right.
It was just kind of like that, really, to be. But I don't really, if I had to pick one, it'd be that,
Okay, no problem. Just didn't want to leave you out. Did you have a scratch in my head moment? Savannah, yeah, Moochie's okay. She's just on location and she has like noise.
Like it sounds like the WWE here, so I gotta keep my thing on mute, y'all. Sorry.
Yeah.
Hey, Smoochie. Scratching my head moment. I don't know. What was some of y'all's?
Well, Art Love was giving us a nice amount. He was talking about how did grandmother get to the water without, she blind and she ain't had no cane.
Oh, you're right.
I just figured because she's been blind for so long, so we navigate easily.
Yes. Yeah,
that is true.
Her other senses have picked up very well, and they have showed that. So it didn't really bother me that much because I feel like they did a good job with showing us that she, like, her other senses are very, very keen. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, even when he was like walking by her, she was like, "Come here, dance with me." Like she.
Yeah, and she told him I smelled death. Like she smelled blood.
That was creepy.
Yeah, I was like, "Ooh," because wasn't that?
It might be.
Go ahead, Monique.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
No.
Oh. No, you. When she went to the water, wasn't that the same area that Teak and Murder was parked?
I think so.
That's what I was kind of scared. I'm like, Lord, he about to have another death witness in the same spot. I was so scared. But I was like, that looked like the same little area.
Maybe that's why he made that face when he was going to dip the rag or whatever in the water. Because I was looking, I was like, what is that face about? Because I didn't, obviously I'm not from down there, so I don't know the waters or whatever. But
I think so, Miss K. I think that's what it was. Even though he didn't go into the water, I felt like that was like the last place they were.
Right. Okay.
Damn.
Yeah.
I was wondering when she said the comment of I smelled it, I wondered if it's because she's near that. That's why she's able to pick up but I don't
I thought it was two things.
I called it last episode when Murder came to the house after Big Teak situation, and the grandmother went outside and she said, "Daddy, is that you?" I was like, "Oh shit, she's going home," because the fact that she's calling on a dead person, I'm just like,
yeah,
now she going home.
That's real. It's definitely like when you transition. And I'm one. This is really deep, but I'm wondering now, like before you die, if you're near death, do you start having some of those transitional moments in your mind? I don't know. This is deep,
I think
I think
so.
but
so.
it seems like that. Like that's I feel like there's
Yeah,
Because
my
uh,
I've been in a few near death experiences, and your life literally flashes before your. I didn't see
ooh,
dead people, but my life like flashes.
wow.
Like
yeah.
I was in a
Oh
bad
my
car
gosh.
wreck, and then I had a situation with a gun being pulled out.
Jeez.
So you see things. Yeah.
Mm. Wow. Huh.
Yeah, I can believe it. Wow.
Miss K, can I say something
Ooh.
really quick?
Sure.
I just want to address some people in the comments. I'm
Okay.
sorry I'm not on camera, but however, for some reason, I'm not able to comment on anything for Miss K. Miss K, she can't even see my private chat. You can't see any
Oh.
comments. Y'all can't see anything on her channel from me. So I can so as
Oh.
much as I want to speak back to you and stuff like that, I am not able to speak. I can't
That
comment.
same thing happened to me last week.
Oh, I'm sorry, but I do see. Oh, Nita, I did see your. I just looked in the private. I do see you on the private,
Oh, okay. Okay.
but I don't know what's going on in the comments though.
Yeah, I
But go
can't make
ahead.
any comments. So that's all. I just wanted to say that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry guys. Something's going on. We don't know what the heck is going on, but she can't reply. Did you want to say anything to somebody? Anybody in the chat?
No, Savannah was asking where was I? Child, I had too many mimosas at brunch today. And baby, I was asleep. I was up underneath the bed. And when when Miss K texted me, I said, "Oh shoot!" So you know,
Oh my God, Nita. I can't. I'm
Under the
cracking
bed.
up. You over here
Hey,
teasing us.
Lauren. Happy Sunday. Candace talking about who pulled the heat on Pretty Girl.
I was about to reply. No, it was a situation with me and my mom.
Right.
We were in New York, upstate New York, and this crazy cab driver. My mom asked him something, just a simple question, and he literally like pulled a gun. I was like 10, and he pulled the gun out on both of us. And I just remember my mom saying, "Just run," and I just ran as far as I could, and she was behind me. But that was like that. He was bugged out, obviously, but it
right.
was it was
Super scary, of course.
Wow.
yeah.
Dang.
Lexi Reed says, I think the plot for the season is a lot deeper. If you recall the Mississippi episode, Uncle Cliff spoke to the angel of death. I think murder is the angel, as death has followed him all season.
Wow, Alexi.
That's very good,
They
Lexi.
That's deep, Lexi.
Love, love, love it. Oh my gosh.
Mm.
So I didn't get a chance to let you guys know my least favorite moment. And can y'all guess? Because who do I mean,
Hailey,
just say
something with Hailey.
yes. I mean, she
Even
just
when she's doing good. Oh, this
she
scene.
just
Sorry.
can't not get on my nerves. I made it official in the last episode that I don't like her anymore. So she got to do something spectacular, and it got to be more than save Mississippi.
That's
No,
a big.
That
because
might
to
redeem
me,
her.
If she turned on
no,
that
it's not gonna
water,
redeem her, because if she
Favorite
still
kid.
try to sell the pink after this is the thing. The man he up there
He gonna get
telling her
paid. He gonna
he
get
he up there telling her, right,
paid.
that all the memories. Now, this is the first time we actually heard him go in on like how much of a legacy this place is, right? It's not just grandmother, it's grandfathers, uncles, this, that, and the third, like ancestors. And she over here talking about, oh, memories are good, but the future's better, whatever the heck she said. And then after saying all that, the first thing she said to him is, you not gonna talk me out of selling. I was just like, oh, I just want to punch her in her freaking chest. I've been watching a lot of Avengers lately, so I kind of wish that I could just go right in her shot, bow, right, with some type of metal arm.
I'm cracking up. Now, Miss K, okay, so I agree with a lot of what you said. I really do. But I'm wondering, when it comes to Hailey, right? I'm trying to figure out what bugs us more as the audience. Is it her strategy, or is it? I think it's the way she goes about doing things.
That's
Because
that's
if if she had properly communicated, had she been forthcoming, I think it would have been different. And to be honest, 10 mil, I mean, look,
right.
a lot of money. So I get on a business front where she's coming from, but I feel like it's the way she executes things, it's the way she goes about it. It's always
Conniving.
crazy, it's always sneaky, it's always
Yeah.
conniving, and that overshadows any validity of anything else that she brings to the table. It just overshadows it because she just comes off like a snake.
Yeah.
Well, this is the thing. This is a point that I made very early on before I settled on not liking the heifer. Okay. I said that. I said, I think when it comes to her, is that her stuff, it comes off the wrong way, right? She doesn't know how to do, like, she thinks she's doing something right. She means well. That's what I said. But you're not gonna convince me that she means well when Uncle Clifford said where the girl's gonna go, and she said, should that be your concern? That is not somebody that has a heart
Mhm.
that wants to do well for others or cares about others. So yeah, she done sold me to the side. Yes, Canna, I want to go. Oh no, Matthew, yes, I want to go She-Hulk on her. And yes, Canna, I want to punch her in the titty. Not in the titty, through the titty, like in the heart, like
Oh,
pow, right there.
oh wow.
I don't want to make a bet,
Get that,
Miss
get
K. I
that
want to
Bucky.
bet you that
I
you're
wanna
going to
get
end up liking her at the end of
I
the
want to
season.
get Bucky's metal arm that was ripped off in the last movie that I saw. I want that to go through her chest, okay?
You sound so violent, Miss K.
Yeah.
Blame the
She's watching the
Avengers.
Avengers, honey.
What?
Blame Marvel, boo. Blame Marvel.
Listen,
Blame-
listen, you guys. I got a point to that particular what Miss K was saying. I think Mo, I definitely agree with what you're saying. Miss K, she was like,
Mhm.
she does not like manipulative, conniving people. And I don't know what you got to do to kind of jump through whatever holes and bend yourself through how many pressures to kind of redeem yourself. But I feel like everything that she is doing, I feel like she's multiplying it. She's making people whole. And Uncle Clifford said, which I put it on Twitter today. I was like, I did not like the comment that Uncle Clifford said when she was speaking about her child
Mhm.
who died, and he said, "Well, she gone now." And I'm like, so are your ancestors too. So I just did, yeah, I didn't like the way that
Okay.
kind of came off, and I didn't, you know,
And
Okay.
thank you
Yep.
so much for bringing that up, because I didn't get a chance to share my scratching my head moment, because that had to do with her as well. Her bringing up that whole, this may not be my inheritance, but this is my dream. So my scratching my head moment is, what the heck does your dead baby have to do with this? And Uncle Clifford, of course, I feel terrible about what happened to her child and her losing her child. I always had my heart for Hailey with that whole situation, and some way was still hoping that the baby is not dead, but who knows, right? So Uncle Clifford didn't say it in a dismissive way or nothing. He said it with as much, care that he could. It's not like he was like, "Girl, that baby gone, like, get over it."
Yeah.
No, he said it in a compassionate way. And you got to look at Uncle Clifford, who is looking at this whole situation like, you over here trying to make your dreams come true off of something that my ancestors built. Like, that's a bit much. Where your daughter fit in with this? She over here talking about this is her dream. She had a baby and her baby died before she even got to the pink. So how the heck you gonna correlate that with this situation right here?
Because
That's why I can't do it. You know who I want to
I
hear from?
agree with you. Unless you
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I agree with you, Miss K. I mean, unless she means like this is her time to be an independent woman and doing something on her own. I don't know. Unless it's that, because I agree. I don't see any other correlation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't see it.
Right. Jump in the lake, jump in the river, anything, baby. Autumn needs to jump in the river. Grandmother was going to. Matthew says Hailey is just a scammer with her soul on ice. That was her whole reason for buying the club, to make a quick flip. You're right. And she kind of said that too. She said that it was just to hold over the inevitable. I mean, y'all don't see this girl heart? It ain't there. It's cold. It's black. Moochie, what's up, baby?
I just with this, we already see how she is.
Mm-hmm.
She came there. I felt like she came there with just the intentions anyway to make a fast buck and keep it moving. But now
Yes.
she's gonna make a big chunk and she's gonna be set. So she's
Yeah.
thinking about nobody but herself. She doesn't care who gets hurt along the way,
Mhm.
and it is what it is.
Mhm.
Yeah. Now my thing is, do y'all think it's gonna happen though?
I'm hoping it doesn't.
Me too.
I'm hoping that
Damn.
like somebody did predict about a will. I know somebody mentioned it last time we was talking about. I think that was Monique or somebody. I don't remember. But
Mhm.
anywho,
It was me. You're right.
okay.
I
I
see her
like
as
to.
being a hero at the end.
I,
Sorry.
I'm hoping that you're right with that, but
Yeah.
she just got some conniving ways
Mhm.
where I
So
hope if she gets, I hope she gets stumped by Clifford, like where he's able to stop her in her tracks.
yes, because that's what I was gonna say to you, pretty girl, and whoever else came up. Somebody, when we were talking last time, somebody in the chat says that they think she has a like this ulterior plan, right? Like there's some other plan that she got going on. It's gonna wind up being good for everyone. It's gonna save the day. She's just not letting everybody know what's really going on. How many times? My question is, how many times are they gonna play that story? She already saved the
They
day
can't.
last time, so this time she can't save the
Exactly.
day. I'd like to see Clifford save the day for himself.
Well, I'm not
Boom.
saying it's her plan to save the day. I just feel like it's just going to happen
No,
along
no,
with her
no.
plan.
I know. I'm just saying, how
In terms
many
of the
times?
But
writing,
from a writer's
Right.
perspective,
How
in
many
terms of the
times are they
writing,
gonna do
the
that?
writing,
no, I get that.
yeah, from a writing perspective, I
I
agree,
agree
Miss
with
K.
that.
They can't. It's too played out. It's too repetitive. So I think her one redeeming quality for this season is going to be to help Keyshawn, right?
Hmm.
I agree. I would like to see Clifford or someone else pull through in the end.
Yeah.
Um, since we're still talking about the grandmother, can we highlight a comment? I can
I
read it
was
if anything. If you
hold
can't,
on one second. I wanted to highlight this one. Is this the one you wanted or no?
mm-mm.
Okay. Miss K, Autumn is only pulling a boss move. Businesses close and lay employees every day despite employee circumstances. Yeah, I don't respect her boss moves though, because that wasn't her company. So she's
Fact.
a snake. She reminds me of a white person, right? Who steals a black person's inventions and you want to take credit. That's what she reminds me of. So who do you want me to highlight, please, ma'am? Yeah, I hear the ice cream
It's
truck.
hard for me to pronounce it, so I apologize. Oh, I do. I heard the little jingle. Yeah. So I can't pronounce it. I'm sorry, but it's Xiue Miko, and it starts off saying "Little Murder told Clifford." If that helps, it's like a paragraph.
It must have went up because I have she's a girl.
It's
She
up. You
justified
have
her
to scroll
plan the
up.
whole
Yeah,
time. Not
901.
this one, right?
I've been wanting to
With somebody
scroll a
both
different one. It
fine.
says
All
"Little
right,
Murder
flip it
told
high. Give.
Clifford."
Okay. Sorry, guys. We're looking for you. We're looking for you, X. We're looking for you.
It was at 8:56.
Yep, 8:56.
It's coming
Little
up then. Helpful, very helpful, very helpful. All right. Go ahead and read away, girl. You.
Lil Murda told Clifford to say bye when she got in the
Mm.
ambulance, when grandma got in the ambulance. So I'm wondering if it'll be a situation where they can't visit her in the
Mm-hmm.
hospital. And I was telling them I agree because initially I was like, why is he not going in the ambulance? But then I was like, wait, it's COVID. But I thought everyone was allowed at least one person. So I don't
Yeah.
know. But then again, no. Let me take it back because I'm thinking about my own relative and their situation. Some people were allowed just one person, but there were people that were at the hospital by themselves. So yeah, this speaks true to what it was like during the height of COVID. So yeah, I think that's gonna be the final time they see each other, and that's why Lil Murder was like, "Say
Yeah,
goodbye."
I know.
Yeah.
Oh,
And this is the reason why I'm scared that grandmother is not going to make it because she was saying a lot of things. First, there's too many clues. She was seeing the dead. She keeps hallucinating, of course, and she was saying a lot of things like I smell death. It could be that she definitely smelled the blood on Little Murder, but does she also smell her own death? I mentioned that in my recap as well. Now, also, she said, I'm never coming back here. I'm never coming back here.
Yes,
I'm gonna die alone. You know what I'm saying?
it
All of
was.
these things that she was saying, I was like, no, don't say that.
Mm-hmm.
And the way that Uncle Clifford was saying bye, it was just breaking my heart.
Very true. I'm like, I'm about to cry.
Can I say
Right?
something?
Yes.
My mother passed away in '94, and
Mm.
the last time she went to the hospital, she said she didn't want to come back.
Mm.
And she was like, I don't want to come back here.
Mm.
And I was like, Mom, don't say that. And she's like, I don't if I'm going to be in this much pain. And she didn't come back. She didn't come
Oh,
back to the house. That was the last time she walked out of her house.
wow.
And it just, when I saw this, like, I'm quiet because when I saw stuff, it made me think of things, you know.
Yeah.
And that's all I really wanted to add.
Yeah.
That's
No, like
fine.
Oh.
I'm getting emotional now. I'm getting emotional now thinking about it because my uncle passed away during COVID, during the height of COVID, and they took him to the hospital. And like my cousins could not say goodbye to their own father, like could not say goodbye.
Mm.
They were not allowed to go to the hospital. My aunt was, and that's only because she worked at that same hospital that they were able to be okay. You can say, be with your husband, say goodbye. But like when they put him in the ambulance, my cousins did not know really that was gonna be the last time they were gonna, be able to say goodbye to my uncle. So it's like that moment was a little like a little triggering because I'm like, oh my God,
Hmm.
like, can you imagine just abruptly, like, boom, that's it, goodbye. You'll never see them again. It's like really, really sad,
Yeah.
really, really sad. Yeah.
Oh Lord. Okay, so we're gonna get ready to wrap it up and just we're gonna do one more round and we're gonna talk about our favorite moments. We're gonna start with you, pretty girl, your favorite moments of the episode.
Well, the foodie in me, of course, is when I saw that dinner. Okay, but I love how Miss Ernestine said you keep doing this, you're gonna make a bee want you to stay, and he was
Yeah.
like, you trying to flirt with me, and she was like, no, this I'm not the bee, I'm talking.
Yeah.
I love that little part. But I love how he was just catering to her, and when Clifford came back, he was like, "This is her temperature, this is her blood pressure." Like he had it on point, and I
Mhm.
also like when
Yes.
Little Murder corrected the EMT worker. He referenced Clifford as Sir, and he
Ma'am,
corrected
yeah.
him. He was like, "It's ma'am." I was like, "Okay,
Mm-hmm.
stick
Mhm.
up for your boo."
Like, don't be playing. Oh, thank you, Savannah.
You should just knew, honey. She knew.
Can't wait to get mine in the
Sorry.
morning, child.
I
So all right, so we're gonna go like this. Okay, Moochie, favorite moment. Mhm.
My favorite moment was when she wanted to go back to the house to get some of that food that mother made. I thought that was so cute. So she had called at the I don't know if it was a pond or wherever she was, but she was thinking about that food.
I don't even remember that.
Yeah.
Wow. All right, Monique, favorite moment, please.
Yes, ma'am. Favorite moment, I'll just say it was the funny commentary. There was a lot of funny commentary. So Pretty Girl mentioned what grandma, what's her name? I always mess up her name.
Ernestine,
Ernestine? Is it
Mm-hmm.
Ernestine?
Yeah.
or
She
grandmother.
was saying her little slick, funny comment. Grandmother, right? So that was funny. But then Clifford, when he walked to the house, it was like grandmother, and he was like little
Yes,
homicide.
Ah!
that was hilarious.
There was like at least two more funny moments. I
Yeah,
cannot
Yeah.
remember. There was like at least two more funny lines.
he called a little calculator
Delivered
too.
by Clifford.
I like this saying.
Look yes, yes, that line was everything. Don't piss in my mouth and call it Kool-Aid.
Yes,
Mm.
ma'am.
Yeah, so that was my favorite, thing. It was just all those little witty, funny lines they put in this episode to
Yeah.
keep us, give us a little chuckle amidst, amongst the sadness of the
Right.
episode.
Yes.
And
Go ahead.
I have to say, I do really love the relationship between Clifford and Murder. Like they have a really nice special bond.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's really beautiful to watch. So
Yeah.
I enjoy their times together when it's like peaceful and they're being themselves and being just authentic and letting their walls down. I love that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Who else? I gotta take this off in order to know who else is going. Okay, Brillo. Mute. You're on mute.
My bad. Favorite moment. I would have to say it was Mercedes' finally apologized. You know what I'm saying? When her daughter went in the bathroom and was crying or whatever, her kind of having that hard conversation with her. A lot of time, parents don't, you know what I'm saying, want to apologize to their kids or admit when they're wrong or
Mhm.
things like that. They just and that just tears the relationship up even more. So it was good. It's good to see her do that. So that's what I picked for favorite
Favorite
aspect of the
moment.
episode.
Yeah,
So yeah, that's what
that's
I got.
true.
And so bad.
Absolutely.
I'm not being quiet. I just sometimes you gotta learn how to listen.
and,
Enjoy the show.
and
Let me
it's
get
a lot of us too. So Inga said at Miss K, what do you think? What do you think is going to happen with Keyshawn and Derek? Y'all think he dead next episode?
I
Very
hope
great.
that will make me pull a Tariq. Remember, I hated Tariq.
Yeah.
Now he's like my favorite character down there. If
I
she tear
mean,
this man water off for you, boy,
right.
Yeah.
Now listen,
she hurt.
this was really a good scene right here, especially as the
Learn to
last
tear
scene.
water off.
And
Very-
her telling that story and kind of like turning it into like a fairy tale. I
Yeah,
like that.
type
And
of
I
vibe.
like how she used her own, life and her tears as a metaphor for the flood that took place and her and basically saying that her her waiting too long to get away from Montavious is the reason why her daughter died. Because if she would have left
Mhm.
sooner, they wouldn't have been caught in that flood. Right. So
Right.
I also had that one. Call me when you want to learn how to swim. I think that's what she said. If it's
Yeah,
not verbatim, that's you get the
that's
gist.
accurate. But
Yeah.
why you gotta use Baby Regal for all these deep story times? Can we get a regular old storybook?
Yeah, exactly. What in the world?
Like I'm
Word.
over it, y'all. Go to therapy or something. Keep me out of it.
Exactly.
Oh, God. Beautiful face.
She
A
is.
beautiful face.
Matthew said it's sad, but Keyshawn is not going to make that call to Haley. Yeah, you know what? I was wondering
What?
if
Y'all don't think so?
No, I
That's
don't
here
think
that's
here
so. I think
here's
she's
my thing, guys. I was wondering because somebody was saying, and I think it was Inga. She said she thinks that the one of the babies are gonna die because the gun. They're gonna get a hold of the gun. I feel like, and I'm hoping that I'm wrong, that because of what Inga said and what some other people were saying, it feels like this is her final warning. You know what I'm saying? Even when Uncle Clifford, when he was telling the story, he was like, people just don't want to be saved, or they just gotta make up their mind and save
Until they're
themselves,
ready.
basically, right? When
Until
they're
they're ready.
ready.
Yeah.
So her hearing her tell her and give her the final warning, like, don't wait until it's too late. Like, don't let your stalling be the death of one of your children. And I don't know. I feel
Mhm.
like it's a warning mixed with some foreshadowing. I'm hoping that I'm wrong, but I don't know, y'all.
So I said a couple episodes ago, I predicted. Remember when she had the two failed attempts, right? I was like, okay, the writers are either doing one or two things. They're either building it up for like an epic thing where she's gonna have a plan and it's gonna be like this big thing, right? Where she
Mm-hmm.
escapes and all that, or have her moment. I referenced the Tina Turner situation from the movie, so I think it's gonna be that. But I also had predicted if it's not that, then he could end up killing her. But I'm feeling like with everything that's happened, this conversation, I really think she is going to come up with the plan. I really think she is. I
Hmm.
really think so.
I
Mm.
don't. I don't.
Something's gonna go on with Autumn. The sheriff, look, X said the sheriff wanted to know about Autumn's real name. I wonder if she'll sell out Haley for trying to save her like she did Diamond. I don't think so. I
Yeah,
don't think so,
I
but
can't see that happening.
yeah, but bringing up the sheriff, I think is important because he was kind of like questioning. You know what I'm saying? And my whole thing is, I'm just waiting for Haley's past to blow up in her face. That's what I'm waiting for. Because if to me, that's gonna be one of the things that'll be able to stop her from selling. When they see she's a whole fraud, I think that will get in the way of it. And then she's probably gonna need folks to come to her aid. Oh, I need you.
Mm.
All right. So, Anita, your favorite moments, and then we're gonna skedaddle. Well, actually, I have one more thing to say, then we can skedaddle.
Okay, so yeah, I want to speak to Monique's point about the thing. I want to have a death prediction. I think Keyshawn is not going to make it out, y'all. I think because they play so much on cautionary tales,
Mm-hmm.
and I think what we need to see and what we need to really realize that a lot of these girls don't get out.
Yeah.
It really turns into a really, really bad situation. So
Mm-hmm.
I think, she's not going to make it out. I think
Yeah.
that's where, I mean, I hope she has her Tina Turner moment. But for me, I feel like the writers are really trying to tell the stories of Black people who don't have a voice. You're not famous, so you don't hear their stories and stuff like that. And I think they really are going to, just kind of shine a light on those things.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And you know what?
It's interesting.
I think Lamont has it. She was one of my death predictions when he was asking. I
Okay.
think she when I chose a big murder, it was between her and Little Murder, and I just said I don't think it's gonna be Little Murder, and I chose her. I think I remember between them two,
Remember, I
huh?
remember.
I remember
Is did I say her?
you did mention her.
Yeah. Let me see. Somebody said something up here, and I
Yeah,
just
she
want to
threw.
mention something real quick.
Done.
Maxima 37 says her past is only dude and he's gone. There's nothing to blow up. There's plenty to blow up because
Dude
she
got a
was
whole
running
gang.
around. Yeah, she was running
Big.
around with Mercedes, and they had a whole string of fake identities and wiring money like that. So it's plenty to blow up. Her name is not
Yes.
Lakeisha, first of all. That's number one. So
Montavious
she's
got
a
a
whole
whole
fraud.
gang.
Huh?
Yeah.
Ain't he like a gang leader,
Right.
Montavious?
There's
Right.
something deeper with this guy, and we don't know if Big Bone is attached to him. So
Mm,
it's a whole thing.
I think
Shit.
she is,
Me too. I called it. I called it early.
and so did Pretty Girl. She called it too with that they.
Yep. It's a whole thing. So, it is what it is though, but
I
there's a whole
agree.
lot.
I agree, Kay. I think something's gonna happen with Hailey that's gonna mess up her plans.
Mm-hmm.
I think something gonna happen.
Yeah. So you know how I like to do. I like to show my little shots before we get up out of here. There was one scene that we did not talk about. We know what happened with Big Teak, and we didn't talk about how look, he had a pocketbook since he was 3 years old, honey.
Yeah, what is it, Gucci AD?
Like what the heck? And his name was still Uncle Clifford when he was a baby.
Yeah, I was like, why is he 3 and being called Uncle Clifford? Like,
Yes, I don't understand. I wanted. That's why I said I want more. I need more of this backstory because how the heck you Uncle Clifford at 3 years old? Okay, but this is the one thing that we did not talk about, and I didn't touch on it in my recap either. Is that Teek's body has not been claimed, and um, what's his name here? Wody is saying that he's gonna have to put him in a pauper's grave. Oh my gosh. I was
Sad.
like, this is terrible. So Lil Murda says no, he is not going out like that. The gang is definitely gonna take care of him, send him off like a king, all that stuff. So I don't know if they're actually gonna show a funeral. I hope they don't. I don't want to see that. I just
hope
don't want to
not.
see it.
Definitely don't want to see no Big T funeral.
Yeah, I
I
don't
don't
want to
think
see
so.
that. I think we're good. It was
If
already sad
anything,
enough.
if anything, if Wody can pull through as far as like with murder, I think if anything, we might see um murder maybe saying goodbye to his casket or something like
Yeah.
that. Maybe if that.
Right. That'd be good enough. Like, please don't give us nothing else, child. Please, okay? We got Miss Ernestine, baby. I hope you make it. Oh, I hope you make it. But we about to get out of here, guys. Thank you all so much. We've been on for an hour and 13 minutes. Try to do an hour, but sometimes it just gets, too juicy, honey, Inga says, no funeral, please. Exactly. Please. No, thank you. No, thank you.
I could do
All
without the
right.
funeral too.
Right. All right, guys. Thank you all so much for being here. HEA, hey, I don't think I shouted you out, baby. So, Savannah, have a good night. HEA, Inga, Maxima 347. Empty the clip. What up? All you guys, thank you so much
That
for
name
coming
is
through.
fire.
Huh?
I was just saying that name was fire.
Yeah, empty the clip, right?
Like that.
you a bit violent.
I
You a
know.
bit
Like,
violent,
you got a
homie. You a bit
rapper? Like, what's going on?
a
That's
bit
not-
violent.
That clip.
I don't
All
know,
right.
but that name is
You about
fire.
that life. You bought that life.
Matthew Wilson, Jania Lovely, P. Karen Jones. Thank you all so much for stopping through. Make sure you go on. Are y'all going live tomorrow on your channel, Moochie?
Uh, I'm going live Tuesday to talk about the Shy.
Just shy. Okay.
The
So
P
please
Valley,
make
we're
sure
back
y'all
on
join.
Vermont's channel tomorrow,
I still
though.
gotta, I
Right.
gotta go watch Animal Kingdom, y'all. I ain't gonna do
Okay.
that.
Love you. Thank you, Moochie. Pretty girl, Nita, Mo Shady, Brillo Baby, Monique, Nicole. Thank you for all coming through. Love you guys. Have a blessed evening. Bye bye. Oh my God.